Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell. Still got the Heads Will Roll song in my head from Stargirl. As it turns out, after uploading video of remembering the past LDS Church death threats as a Mormon, talking about pipes potentially being ordered by the church. They're back and running, apparently. I haven't tried it yet. I still got to do some stuff to test it, such as shower and shave. Apparently, the Mormons' hearts grow cold against Mormon something. Can't remember what it was. But that's off to an excellent start so far, with 24 this morning, as we're not even at noon yet. The other one already has 4 views that I did less than an hour ago. And so I was thinking another idea, video idea, which could also be a book idea. All of these could be book ideas, video ideas, audio books, etc. Because that's what I am technically, as a businessman. That's my company, Travis Wayne Goodsell. But I don't really push the advertising and sales of things. You know, we're under coronavirus and all that. But I could turn the twisting of scriptures, as Mormons have done, as I demonstrate with Moroni chapter 10 verses 3 through 5 in that video, that I could do it with other passages in the Book of Mormon and Doctrine and Covenants as to how Mormons live that scripture, sort of. So, in other words, rewriting the Book of Mormon as Mormons believe it. Just taking the note down to do that. So at least I'll have it down, so that maybe one day it'll be considered. But sometimes by saying things, people don't catch on. They need to visually see what you're talking about. In our society, we have transformed into a more visual, learning-centered society. So that's why oh man, I need to take a shower and a shave. That's why we need to have easier access for video communications and not be held back by YouTube's analytical program or the church investing in Google and thus on YouTube to sort of silence the voices of certain people who are able to point out the obvious with video representations. You know, eventually we're going to get to the point where Mormons are going to say, "No, Travis, there's no inverted pentagram on the temple doors. I've been there myself. I've seen it." And you're just going to have Mormon gaslighters going around rewriting history, rewriting archaeology, which I thought was hilarious on the thumbnail that I had for the Book of Mormon and coding concerning racism. Oh, when I saw that, I knew I had to have that in my picture collection, and I put it as the thumbnail. But that was just hilarious. Mormons know what the picture's about. It's an Arnold Freeberg picture of the Book of Mormon scenes, but it has a little caption thing to turn it into a meme. But yeah, I've got 2 Mormons now who don't like that video. I mean, is it because it's encoded that you don't like it? You don't like that the Book of Mormon was encoded? Have I not gone over in that video the Doctrine and Covenants? Oh wait, yes I did. You can't change history, Mormons. I worked on the scripture footnoting. I was informed of it. I knew already about it when I got my scriptures as a seminary youth. You know, that's the version I got, was the brand new triple combination that had just been published. And so I started seminary with the first batch of the new Mormon scriptures. And that's another reason why they loved having me in the scripture revision committee, was because of that reason, that I was the first prototypes of Mormons from the original footnoting. And I mean, it was just to see Mormons hating that video, to deny truth. It just, again, like I showed you, Mormons are rewriting the Book of Mormon. It's through oral tradition first, but pretty soon Mormons are going to have to do something with the completely polarized views from those who actually read the Book of Mormon and go, I can't find what you're talking about. Where is this again? Oh, in Moroni chapter 10, verses 3 through 5. I don't see any of the words you used in your quote from the passage. That's how bad it's going to get. I don't know how long, but as you see from that video, Mormons are literally rewriting the Book of Mormon. And that one passage, which is 3 verses, but I only show the 2 verses that are applicable, there's like massive changes. Replacement of words and removal of words. And that's the nightmare that I came into when I moved to Utah. Is I studied the scriptures. So I knew the scriptures. But I thought that coming to Utah, Mormons would have it ingrained in their system, being born and raised here. Turns out, nuh-uh. They don't read their scriptures. They just have an ingrained tradition of twisting the scriptures. Literally, that's the twisting of the scriptures. That's what it means to twist the scriptures. And to have Bishop Cummins tell my ex, the second ex, that I twist the scriptures, and so he's not going to bother with me after Bishop Reed Hammond booted me out. Unbelievable. Even my ex, as sweet as she was, she would always be quoting scripture as she claimed, and eventually I caught on, no, that's not in the scriptures. No, it is, I know, I just read it the other day, I can find it. She never finds it. She keeps quoting it. No, it's not in the scriptures. I have my scripture program here where you can type in keywords, find the passage, nothing. And she still goes down in defiance. No, it's there, I saw it, I read it. Nope. But that's Utah Mormon culture. They have rewritten their own scripture. Their whole minds have recreated different passages of doctrine, theology, ritual, etc. And that is scary, literally scary. But hopefully that imagery will help process it for people so that they can see what I'm talking about when I say that Mormons are rewriting their scriptures. They're speaking a whole different doctrine. They are literally twisting the scriptures, wresting the scriptures, as the New Testament calls it. Shall I prove it to you? Let's find wresting the scriptures. And I don't think it's scriptures. I think it's probably word, unless it's in the Doctrine and Covenants. And search. Rest. There's 8 found. The first one is in Exodus. Cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. And then Exodus 23. Thou shalt not wrest the judgment of the poor, thy poor in his cause. Deuteronomy, thou shalt not wrest judgment. Psalm, every day they wrest my words. So there's one in Psalms. 2 Peter, let's see. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable, I'm a stable genius, which they that are unlearned and unstable wrest, as they do also other scriptures. So there you go. There's another one from the New Testament, 2 Peter 3:16. And here's Alma. Behold, the scriptures are before you. If ye will wrest them, it shall be to your own destruction. There you go, Mormons, from the Book of Mormon, Alma 13:20. Here's Alma 41. For behold, some have wrested the scriptures and have gone far astray because of this thing. And Doctrine and Covenants, it's in all the books. For they do wrest the scriptures and do not understand them. Joseph Smith strikes again with more prophecy of Mormons. Oh dear God. It's hilarious. The scriptures are before you. If you will wrest them, it will be to your own destruction. It's very clear. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to take the segment out that I did with the other video, and then, because I don't want to put it back in and do all the, it's just easier to take the clip out. Oh man, that is hilarious. Sorry, Mormons. You're about to be destroyed. Just as soon as Judge Oberg gives the order that we're all expecting. Okay, so it's in Mormons' Hearts Grow Cold.